In this video, I'm going to be speaking about my first trial. And guess who my client was? Stay tuned, you'll find out. It was only a few months after I graduated from law school and I was raring and ready to do my first trial. But you know what? I had to get a client. So while I was there, waiting and hoping to do my first trial, my father had a matter around this time. And you know what? The man approached me and asked me if I was willing to do his matter for him in the courts. Now here I am thinking about this man who once held me as a baby, who cared for me, the very guy who changed my diapers very often, would feed me milk and so on, seeing me from the age of birth right up to me becoming an attorney at law, now approaching me and willing to place his life in my hands in the courts. So while it was a privilege and I felt honored in my father asking me to represent him, at the same time I was very nervous in knowing that I had to now put forward a case for my father. So as a good son, I decided to accept my father's request. I said, yes, Daddy, I'll represent you in this matter. So I did what I learned in law school. I took my instructions and I started to do my preparations, extensive preparations, as I've learned in law school to do. So I did what I had to do and we went to court for the matter. On the day of the trial, the man came and he was well dressed with his shirt and pants, ready to do the matter. And here I am, nervous as I am, hoping that I'm going to represent my father well in this matter. And while he's there sitting in the courthouse, I could just see the joy and the pride in his face, saying, you know, yes, look at my little boy representing me, my baby representing me in this matter. So you guys, they're sitting in the courthouse and then the matter started and had to do my presentation, my cross-examination and my submissions and so on. And there were times when I thought the matter was going to rule in our favor. And there were times when I thought it wasn't going to rule in our favor. And in those moments when I was feeling sort of discouraged and wondering if I was doing well in the matter, I would look at my dad and I would see him and he'll just be smiling, and I'm thinking in his mind, it's, look at my boy. And I'm thinking, looking back, oh gosh, Daddy, I hope I ain't doing stupidness. I hope I'm doing okay. And there were times as well when the man would do this, when I look back, he would, look back and for me, I was, while I was presenting my case, I would feel that sense of comfort while being nervous in knowing that I'm getting the affirmation from this very guy who cared for me from a young age, just the affirmation and the approval. So however the matter went, I think, still there would be that love and that care and that support from my dad. So we did the matter and it was day for decision. And the court started to read his decision. And Dad was right next to me and I'm there nervous now, wondering what is going to be the outcome of the case. Because at the end of it, it's all dependent upon the judicial officer in hearing all of the facts and all of the evidence and the law and determining what would be the outcome of the particular case. So while I'm there, nervous, the court started to read the decision. And okay, what a day. I was really excited about that. My first ever trial in front of my father and for my father, I was successful. And Daddy came and he said, well done, son. He shook my hand and he said, thank you, court. And we left from there. Now, there are so many principles from that story. And it just brings up a lot of memory. Even as I do matters now and I hear clients expressing their gratitude. It's also just up to yesterday, someone called and they were telling me thanks for a matter that I dealt with for them. It always carries me back to my first trial ever, where I was able to deal with successfully and getting the affirmation and the approval from my father and the support, even though I felt as though it wasn't going as I wanted it to. One of the major principles I learned from that case is the importance of the support and encouragement from a father to a child. And there are others, but I want to focus on that in this particular video. To encourage all those fathers who are looking at this video and who support the legal journey, who have subscribed to this channel, to be that father who would lend those words of support and encouragement to your children. It goes a long way. And while I encourage and endorse fathers caring for their children financially, what is also important is your presence and you indicating to your children that they are doing a good job. Well done, son. Those words that remain with me as I go through my career. And if you have a child or you intend to be a father one day, or you're a father figure for someone, you should take the day today, and if you haven't, if you don't, do it as often as you should. Just give that affirmation and confirmation and assurance to your children by lending that support and giving kind words to them. Even as I'm hoping that those children who will be looking at this video would also do something kind for your father. Despite how your father may be, and they would have their shortcomings, be thankful that they are in your life at this time and exercise some kindness towards them, even if it is that you just have to simply tell them that you appreciate them. So there it is, you guys, my first ever trial I did with my father. I was successful. I'm thankful for that. And I'm so grateful that he allowed me to, as we say, practice on him. And the outcome was well. I'm so thankful for that. Now, you guys, if you have been following this channel, you know that on this channel, we try to simplify the law and make it easy for you to understand. And we've been speaking about various legal topics. I want to speak about a topic when it comes to vaccination and the law, and I'm still working on that. I said, let me just send this video out this week, so hopefully next week I'll be posting that video. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do. If you've been looking at numerous videos and you haven't subscribed, come on, please just subscribe right below there. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and when I do that, there's a surprise for you guys. So thank you so much for your support. It goes a long way. And just leave a little comment down there if you found some value from this video as well. Give me a thumbs up. So happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there, to my father as well. Happy Father's Day, Dad. And thank you so much for allowing me to practice on you, being my first client ever. Yeah. Moment in history. Build moments, build memories with your children, you guys. It goes a long way. Thank you so much for your support. Check out my other videos. Remember to subscribe. Take care.